joy here. It is a Wednesday, I'm pretty sure about that. And it's September, I'm sure about that, but I'm not sure what day this is. It must be the 7th by now. 5 was Labor Day. Yeah, it must be the 7th, don't you think? You know, if I ever get the date wrong, which I often do, just look down under the video and it'll tell you the date that this was made, okay? So, I don't have a single thing to tell you today, except one thing. You know, the private project that I've been working on for months. Has it been months or weeks, huh? It seems like months to me. And I told you that I would show you, you know, how I did it and what I did it with and so on and so forth. And so I used the ScanNCut a lot for it. And so I had the camera set up and I videoed for hours and hours. And I had, oh good Lord, 50 clips or more. And so I got the first part done and called it part 1, video part 1, because it was just too long, see. And so then I started part 2, which was the ScanNCut. And oh my goodness. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Some things went wrong that only I could make it do. So I went through the whole thing and I explained all about it, and I just thought nobody is going to watch this. Oh my gosh, it's so long, it's so boring. Why would anybody ever watch this? But I went ahead and I made it and it's ready. This morning, I went out to my Joy couch and my Joy coffee table with my cuppa, and I turned on my laptop computer that sits there charging all night, and I have been looking at ScanNCut videos. I mean, I look at them all the time, trying to figure out, you know, why didn't this work, why didn't that work, what else can it do, what don't I know? And I never find anything. I never find anything. It's always very, very limited, very little information, very bad lighting. Somebody, oh my gosh, I watched one yesterday, it must have been an hour long, and I thought if I listen to that girl talk any longer, I'm going to go crazy. It was like listening to Minnie Mouse or something. Some people just don't have the voice. You know, I might be one of them. You're probably saying, my ear is horrible. I've heard that before in my life, so don't feel bad if you think that. But she just had one of those voices and one of those accents. It was like a little girl talking with a strong accent. And I was just like nails on a blackboard. So I really didn't learn anything from it. It was extremely slow, extremely slowly done. And it just went on and on and on forever. So I really didn't learn a single thing from that one. But because I watched it yesterday, when I sat down to my laptop this morning, you know, the internet website people out there in the cloud or wherever they hide, you know, if you ever look at anything, they think, oh, she likes ScanNCut videos. We're going to show her some more. So one of them came up. I just opened up my computer and I went to YouTube, and there one was. And I thought, oh, well, I've never listened to that because it was a new girl. I'd never seen her before. She's one of my favorite kind of people, a redhead. I just love redheads for some reason. I've hired people because they've got red hair. You know, my Boo Bear has red hair. And I thought, well, I've never seen her before. So I turned it on. She was awesome. Awesome. I loved the way she talked. I loved the way she looked. I loved the way she demoed. I loved the way she showed the machine. She had a camera person. Now, that's another thing, see. That's something I don't have. I'm thinking about asking Colin. Y'all want to know who Colin is? You're like, why do you keep talking about Colin? Colin is this most adorable young man in the whole wide world. And it happens to be Viv's son. Pardon my voice. I get excited over Colin. But anyway, I thought, I wonder if he could be he's a singer. He's a singer and he has a singing channel somewhere, but I'm sorry I can't remember the name of it. But he's just the cutest thing. And I thought, man, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could hire him to be my cameraman? I'm sure I couldn't afford him, but Anyway, the point is, this girl had a camera person. And so the camera person could zoom way in to the monitor on the ScanNCut, and then she could zoom out to the redhead girl. Then she could zoom in to the mat. Then she could zoom out. Then she could zoom into the vinyl. Then she could zoom out. And so it makes the video so watchable. So I'm going to tell you about it. Those of you who want to know how to use a ScanNCut, or you have a ScanNCut in your closet and you've never taken it out of the closet, whatever your situation is, if you want to see a really good, it's long, it's probably an hour long. It was a Facebook Live is what it was, but it's on YouTube, and it was done a year ago maybe. And she had the new ScanNCut, and she had the one with the Disney characters in it. But that shouldn't make any difference. If you've got a newer model ScanNCut, I think the ones that have a DX on it, I think that's the one that she's demoing. So, the name of the YouTube channel, not the name of the video, the name of the YouTube, like my channel you're watching right now is called Joy Bernhardt. The name of this YouTube channel is called Quality Sewing and Vacuum. So if you go to YouTube, look that up. Then I don't know how many videos are there, but probably many, many, many. They have a bunch. I think she said they had 7 locations in Washington, or did she say 11 locations? Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be wonderful? The name of the video. And I'll put this in the description box below, okay? There's a little thing down there that says more, or says something under the video. Anyway, click on whatever it says and it'll open up and you'll be able to see this. The name of the video is How Do I Use ScanNCut for Crafting and Sewing? How do I use ScanNCut for crafting and sewing? Awesome. I promise you, you can learn so much. I would get your ScanNCut out, put it on the table, get your mat out and your blades out and your coloring. I learned how to do the coloring today. My ScanNCut came with these little pens. Hold on, I'll show you one. Y'all should see my floor in here. It's one of those, what do you call those kind of courses that the army people have to go through? I have to go here, here, and jump over here. Oh yeah, the private project. So I got these things. You can see I never even opened them yet. These little felt marker things, and this little doohickey that you put them in. And here's some more. I don't know why these are different than those, but I never even opened them. I thought, oh, I'm never going to use those. Pardon the cough drop, my friends. But without it, I'm just going to keep coughing and not be able to talk to you. So at the end, she shows how you can draw. You can choose a design, and the ScanNCut will take the pen and just draw. And if you're a card maker, oh my gosh, how fun was that? But what she told me, and part of the reason I didn't even open that, I just thought those were going to dry out in 5 minutes and not even work. You can use Sharpies, regular, everyday Sharpies. You can use a Sharpie pen. You can use other kinds of pens, because you just stick it in the little holder, and then there's a little plastic base in the holder, and as long as the tip of whatever you're coloring with touches it, you can move it in and it'll just draw with it. How about that? So that's something new I learned today. So be sure and watch that. If you want a ScanNCut, if you have a ScanNCut and you're afraid of it, if you have one and you've had it for years and you still don't know everything it does, hey, I think you'll really like that video. So that's all I wanted to tell you. Pardon the cough drop. I have to finish up private project number 1 today. I've made 2 more private projects. You know, with the I've made 3 of them, but the first one, it didn't turn out. I told you about that the other day. So I've got 2 of those, and I think I might start another one today. So I'll have 3, and So you can't even believe the things he's bought. His birthday's almost here. What did he just buy? He just bought this tool, this big tool, and it's got 11 tons of pressure, 11 tons, because he rewired some wiring in his boat, and it came with these, oh, I don't even know what you call them or anything. They're about this long and they're purple and they're a tube, and wires go into it, and then you have to crimp it and squish the thing over the wires. Well, he bought one a couple weeks ago that was 5 tons, which I couldn't even imagine. I said, that's impossible. That's actually absolutely impossible. Like a big pair of pliers. It was defective, so he had to send it back. So then he ordered this one that's 11 tons. So that's his birthday present number 1. And so then there's this other thing he wants for his boat, you know, the big monitor and the software that shows you underneath the boat, and it shows you where your bait is hanging down, your hook and your worm. It shows you that. And so then you can see the fish, you can see your worm, and you can like move your boat over to where the worm's in front of the fish's mouth. I kid you not. I kid you not. So he wants that too. I said, boy, this is sure going to be an expensive birthday, mister. Anyway, he deserves it all and more. I promise you that. Okay. I just wanted to say hi. Hello, Helga. Oh my goodness, it's so nice when you send me a big long email and I can keep up with what you're doing in your life. Any of you, when you leave a comment, it's just so nice to read them. Some of them are kind of critical. Somebody got on to me really bad the other day on my other channel, and it kind of hurt my feelings because they didn't know the background of it. And the conversation that Jerry and I had beforehand before we made it, and I just thought, oh, I wish they could have been here. But making videos, it puts you right out there. It puts you right out there and makes you open to whatever somebody wants to say to you or about you. So kind of been that way my whole life. I've had a lot of people badmouth me in my life. But I've had a whole lot of people like you say very, very nice things. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah! Big hug. I'm so excited that people out here on this planet really do appreciate and like what I do. So thank you very, very, very much. I always read your comments, and I'm very grateful. When I go down there and I click on comments, if there aren't any, I'm like, oh, there's no comments, Jerry. And when I click on it and open it up, and I see all these comments, I'm like, Jerry, come look at all these comments. Especially on Shine, because over on our Shine channel, we don't get hardly any. So, yes. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I've got to get busy. And someday we're going to go back and get our RV, but we have no idea when. It just went back into paint yesterday afternoon. That'll take the rest of this week. Now, the 72-hour man showed up. He showed up yesterday. 72-hour man showed up yesterday. And so our little service rep is going to get approval for all of the things, because we bought this extended warranty. So she's going to get approval for all these things that really were broken, that they said weren't broken, you understand. And then they'll be able to get them fixed. So it'll all work out. It's a nice company. It's got a very, very nice owner, Brett somebody. I think his name's Brett Davis. And they mean well. They've had a lot of problems with employees. They had a lot of employees that are new. And I even told them about what happened with my grandson when he went to work for an RV company. And I asked my grandson, I said, what kind of training did you get? And he said, none. None. I said, what do you do? How do you fix something? He said, well, you just have to figure it out, you know, go online and watch a video or whatever, and if you can't figure it out from that, you just go ask the tech next to you. So I actually told our service rep that. And she said, yeah, she said, that's it, that's the way it is. So I've decided I'm going to be a big girl, and I am going to pray for these people that they do learn what they need to know, that they do their jobs properly, and that God blesses them richly and keeps their family safe from harm and disaster. And I think I'll have a lot better turnout. What do y'all think? I'm going to let you go. This cough drop is sticking inside my teeth. I'm sure I'll be back soon.